Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh by Shem Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect of Israel. Alright, this lesson, I'm going to get into, some things that happened. There's an article that came out about massive amounts of mosquito, like swarms, like swarming, like hordes of mosquitoes that are, killing animals and terrorizing people, which, mosquitoes and other insects biting people can lead to disease and pestilence, and, so a lot of people could die from that, which is actually a plague, all right, that's coming upon this earth, because as you can see, a lot of things are starting to pick up. And last night I actually had a dream about giant swarms of bugs. I don't know, I assumed they were mosquitoes, but they could have been some sort of new insect, or not, type of bug that we've never seen, because they were basically like flying piranhas. Like, they didn't look like piranhas, but it was like a basketball court outside or something, which there's none near me, so my guess is I was just put there to see it, as an example. But people were playing basketball and it was sunny out, and all of a sudden this giant swarm of it looked like clouds at first. It looked like really dark storm clouds, because it was making darkness, like it was covering the sun. And then all of a sudden people started getting like you'd see like swarms of these bugs. You see them when they get closer. You could see that it wasn't clouds, because they were flying down, and they started like devouring people like immediately. I don't know, it was like, because if you've ever seen a video of piranhas attacking somebody, because sometimes people post them on the internet, like on Instagram and stuff like that. Somebody would fall into some sort of river or a stream, and they would pull them out in like literally a minute, or seconds later, and they'd be like ripped apart. And that's what it was like, but they were just getting completely eaten up, like immediately. It took like literally seconds, and then the whole person was gone. And there was a lot of people getting killed by that, so I don't know, that was crazy. But I just wanted to get into that because there was an article I saw yesterday, before I went to sleep, like a while before I went to sleep, on RT News. It's called "Swarms of Mosquitoes Terrorize People and Kill Animals in Southwest Russia." Alright, it was posted yesterday because today is May 18, 2018. Hordes of mosquitoes are laying siege to Russia's Voronezh region, with many people too scared to go outside amid reports of domestic animal deaths. Authorities are struggling to stop the blood-sucking insects as numbers grow. Hot weather and record-breaking floods, have created ideal conditions for mosquitoes, helping to multiply their population to overwhelming numbers. The insect invasion has affected at least 6 areas in the Voronezh region. Alright, and these plagues are going to come all over, because remember the plagues of Egypt, when we were in slavery in Egypt, Yahweh put plagues on there of insects, like locusts and bugs, all sorts of that stuff, man. And you're going to start seeing a lot of these plagues come here, man, and with mosquitoes comes disease. Some of them carry diseases that are extremely deadly, man. They can carry any disease, to an extent. People are suffering from itchy bites and swelling, and say that it's impossible to leave their homes. Children are refusing to go to school as they are immediately eaten alive by the insects. So you notice how they quote that, but in my dream, people were getting eaten alive by flying bugs, man. I don't know if they were mosquitoes, but it was pretty intense, man. It was definitely, it reminds me of, which I'm going to get into, 2nd Esdras chapter 16, because it says the plagues are not slack to come upon the earth. Even at home, people find scant refuge, as the tiny menaces manage to crawl through any crack they can find. Outside is far worse, as roads cannot even be seen through mosquito hordes, according to local media. Insect creams and repellents are now the most popular items sold in shops. While many have taken to creating customized street clothes and veils out of mosquito nets, there have been reports of puppies, pigs, and birds being killed due to respiratory issues caused by the insects. However, local ecology department chief says that the animals are unlikely to have died because of the insects. Desperate residents took to social media sharing pictures and videos that look like a horror movie. Alright, well, the point is it's gonna get worse. This is just mosquitoes, man. I mean, there are so many creatures and animals, bugs that we've never even seen, probably, man. Well, not probably, there is. So, and you can see that things are starting to pick up, man, that this place is collapsing at a rapid pace. So just get ready, man. Something huge could happen any day now. This is 2nd Esdras chapter 16. I'm not going to read, all through it. I'm going to skip to certain precepts. Woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia. Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria. Gird up yourselves with cloths of sack and hair. Bewail your children and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand. Plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away? Alright? The mighty Lord sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away? So when these plagues start coming, because they're going to get worse and worse and worse, there's nothing you can do about it, man. You're not going to be able to stop it. Alright? Hey, this is a good one. He shall cast lightnings, and who shall not fear? He shall thunder, and who shall not be afraid? And in case you haven't realized, there's a lot of storms, like thunderstorms thunderstorms, like high winds, lots of pouring rain, in Babylon, which is America, and it's like blowing trees, blowing, everything, tearing apart houses. Alright, so and people are scared out there because it's flooding and people are going to get killed, or they are getting killed, That's talking about nukes. Behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. Alright? Woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case. And even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. Alright? I'm going to read on. For many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. And the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them. There's a lot of distractions popping up, man, but I'm just going to keep going. And the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them, for the earth shall be wasted, and the cities shall be cast down. Alright, so there's going to be mass death, man. So you just got to prepare mentally, which basically is spiritually, and have faith and trust in Yahweh Shema Shai, that you're not going to be one of them that get caught up in that. Alright? So let's basically the point. Oh, here we go. This is the real point. Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side. So people are, ignoring the news and the events that are happening, because it's pretty clear that we're in the end times and that this place is about to go down, man, and that we are literally in the last of the last days. All right, and there's sorrows coming up all over the place. All right. And it's only going to get worse. But these people, like I just said, they're not going to be mindful of the scourges, and they're not going to turn from their wickedness. But the famine and the sword, all the terrible calamities are going to keep coming. They're just going to get worse and worse. That's so obvious, and nobody wants to acknowledge it. But good for them, man. They're going to get killed in it. So who cares if they acknowledge it or not? All right, you don't need to be one of those people. So, with that said, I want to give all praises to Yahweh by Shemel Shai, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who were well, peace and blessings to the hopeful elect of Israel. All right, Salakia for the messages popping up. I wasn't expecting to get those, but the point was made. Prepare, man. All right, because it's about to get crazy out here. A famine of the word is definitely fast approaching. More volcano eruptions and more storms. Man, it's getting crazy. All right, but call Allah Yam La Yahweh Shemel Shai Waharakak Wadash. All right, Shalom.